I was 18 years old when I took a wrong turn on the Table Mountain in Cape Town and got lost. And just so that you know, approximately 100 people a year get lost and are never found on Table Mountain in Cape Town. And when I was thinking about my life, I was looking back at it, it felt too short. It felt not enough. I was scared to let it go and to die at that moment. And at that moment, I also made myself a promise. If by any chance I do make it out of here alive, if I do manage to survive this cold, freezing night or somehow get rescued by a rescue team, I need to give it my all. I need to live a life where I truly use up all of my potential and I live this place with no regrets. I wanted my life to feel enough. You can only feel my relief when I heard the voices of the rescue crew actually reaching out and basically finding me and saving my life. I felt blessed, but also I felt like I got a second chance at life. But I knew now that I've got to live up to my promise as well. I've got to do something about my life to make it meaningful. So I embarked on this journey, and for the past 6 years, I poured all this. I started reading all of these books like crazy about psychology, neuroscience, finance, business, mindset. I had to learn so much to be able to actually actualize on my potential. I started doing all of these courses from Jay Shetty, from Tom Bilyeu, and something incredible started happening. It was almost subtle at first, and you could also almost not notice. But then I started seeing these changes in my life. I got the job that I could only dream of, which was a super prestigious job in a consulting firm where I got to work on my own terms, and the job was exactly like I wanted. I got the chance to work in an international team, to work remotely. Then at the same time, I unlocked and just next level of income because I was having this prestigious job and never thought that I even could earn that much money. That was just mind-blowing for me. And then some other transformations have started happening in other areas of my life, like my relationships. I attracted a relationship I never thought it was even possible. And then I also started looking and feeling my best. And I was wondering, what is uniting all of these transformations? And what is the force behind it? Because of course, I've invested so much time and energy in learning all of this, spending all of this 6 years learning all of this information. But what was the key driver behind it? And then the penny dropped. It was that it's the mindset. And the mindset is this invisible force that actually drives our behaviors, drives what kind of actions we take, but also we see it then in external results. We see it in the relationships that we have, in the level of income that we have, in the job that we do and how purposeful we find it, in how we look and how we feel, in how confident we feel about ourselves, about how fulfilled we feel in our lives. And it's all united through this thread of mindset and improving your life. So then when I had this realization, I also knew that I've got to share it with more people, with more girls, because I know I want every one of you and every one of you who's listened just to also feel this transformation and see the results for yourself, because it's just so powerful. And there's nothing more powerful than actually experiencing the results yourself. I can be talking all night long about all of those transformations, but that's just me. But also those results are achievable by everyone, and they are possible. And sometimes you can look at someone else's life and it just seems like, oh, something happened and then just like this amazing transformation and leap happened in their lives. But actually it's a certain set of steps and frameworks and actions that you can take to actually experience those changes and transformations yourself. And it's not that complicated. You just got to have that knowledge. And of course, you understand that not everyone has 6 years to just of willingness to go and learn all of those things and see results only in 6 years. And I don't want you to just do that, because of course, if you want to spend 6 years reading and learning all of this, just go ahead. But I have a shortcut that I think could benefit you, because I've compressed all the knowledge that I've had and I put into a few simple frameworks and modules that you can watch and learn and do the exercises to actually achieve and see those same results for yourself. But instead of spending 6 years and not wasting, but reading hundreds of books and doing hundreds of courses to actually achieve that, you can take that shortcut. And I think that's something that I learned from Tony Robbins, is that, you can do it yourself and figure out the way for yourself through trial and error, but that it will take you so much longer. Or you can just learn from someone who has already figured out how it works and who has already achieved some of the results that you want to achieve, so that you don't need to spend so much of your time doing that. And I wish I had someone doing that for me 6 years ago, so that I could just have that information and do that. Just watch a few videos or lectures and do a few exercises that would just explain and compress all of the main necessary pieces of the puzzle for it to actually transform my life. So if you are willing to check it out, I'll put a link down below, and check out the course that I've created, and you can get access to it right now.